Check 1, 2.
Check 1, 2.
Check 1, 2.
Check 3, 4.
Welcome, everybody. Welcome here to Alumni Diamond at Fairfield University. Today we have a good game on tap on this Thursday afternoon. It is the Fairfield Prep Jesuits taking on the Pope Francis Cardinals.
We got a beautiful day for baseball. The sun's out, not a cloud in the sky, as Pope Francis Cardinals take the field to warm up.
Welcome, everybody, to Alumni Diamond. My name is Colby Lintel. This is Everett Krillafoot, and this is Nicholas Armatowski on the production. We are here at Alumni Diamond. It is 71 degrees Fahrenheit, 5-mile-per-hour winds blowing northwest, and 60% humidity.
Beautiful day for baseball. Not a cloud in the sky. It's looking a little bleak this morning, but all the clouds went away, and it's just a beautiful day.
I agree with that, and the Fairfield Jesuits are now taking the field. Hitting third and doing the fielding in center field today is Vinny Lombardo. Fourth and behind the dish, Steve Polizzi. Batting fifth and doing the DHing tonight is Sean O'Neill. Sixth and at shortstop is Cooper Rotundo. Seventh and at third base is the freshman Jack Nolan. 8 is the first baseman for today, Griffin Fisher. And batting ninth is Nick Garfalo in right field. And for your Pope Francis Cardinals, it is Jacob Petrin at short, Johnny Gosselin in right field, Cole Miller at first, Jamie Manzitos at third, Nick Burns behind the dish, Anthony Ardolino at second base, Giovanni Manzi doing the DHing, Brady Bolin at center field, and Maurice Kearney in left. So Ryan Ventrell is pitching tonight. He's doing pretty solid so far this season. He has a 4.4 ERA. Doing pretty well here to start off. He has a 1.42 whip. Only 9 guys left on base. Good amount of strikeouts to walk ratio. 15 strikeouts. And only 1 walk. So a good job there by Ryan Ventrell. Ryan Ventrell throwing his last warm-up pitch, and we're about ready to get underway here in the top of the first inning. A good throw from Steve Polizzi behind the dish, and we're ready to get underway here. As batting first is Jacob Petrin, the shortstop.
Leading off for Pope Francis in the top
They've
of
got
the
a
first.
lefty
Number 2
batting
shortstop,
leadoff,
Jacob
and
Petrin.
I don't really see many lefties these
No,
days.
not really. You know, lefties are indeed hard to come by. Harder for pitchers than hitters to see, but we'll see how Ryan Ventrell can do against the first batter and Jacob Petrin.
Got this righty-lefty matchup here. Let's see what they go to for the first pitch here.
Let's see what he brings. And the deliver is called for a strike. Outside corner for strike 1, and Ryan Ventrell already getting ahead.
Opens up with the fastball. He's pretty strong with that, but Prep struggling with a lot of balls this season.
And this ball is grounded to second base, and it is a error on the second baseman. That is Nick Tamburino.
That ball was hit a little hard, but you know what? He could have made that play. It took a little hop, but kind of looked like he was a little nonchalant there. Didn't really seem to.
Yeah, I agree
Little
with you.
time
I feel like
effort in
he
there.
could have got around that ball a little bit better, but unfortunately he couldn't really do much there. So a leadoff error, and that could set up an unearned run opportunity. But coming up second is another lefty here in Johnny Gosselin. And let's see what he can do here with the man on.
He got 2 lefties back-to-back.
And the pickoff attempt, and he's safe at first base.
I think what the Jesuits need to do is they just need to focus on the batters here. I don't
I
think they
agree.
need to worry about the base runners.
I mean,
puts-
in the scouting report, it did say he is quick, but I think Steve has a good enough arm, and Ventrell is quick enough to the plate where he can make a good throw to try and shoot him out. And the bunt opportunity is missed by Steve, and it is going to get by him, and he's rounding second, and he'll be held there. So already an error and a pass ball here in the top of the first inning with just none recorded. And this is not looking good for the Fairfield Prep Jesuits.
Looks like Polizzi wasn't maybe looking on the ball that much. He might have been focused on the bunt a little more than the pitch itself.
Maybe Ryan Ventrell missed his spot there, but either way, it is 1-0 on Johnny Gosling. And a pickoff attempt from Ventrell.
Not really sure why they're so concerned about the base runners.
Loud here in the dugout is the Pope Francis Cardinals. They bring a whole different energy than they do normally. So this is obviously a really big game here. Interstate matchup.
They've come a long way from Massachusetts.
Rotundo holding him on, and he backs off. Ventrell delivers. It's grounded to Tamburino, and he botches it again, but he has enough time to get him.
That could have been the double play ball right there.
Good play to really stick with it, though, by Tamburino to avoid an extra, little bit of trouble there. But 90 feet away is the first run of this game. And we have Paul Miller, the first baseman, trotting up. He's been a pretty good three-hitter this year. He is over 10 RBIs this season, so he's doing really well. We'll see how Ryan Ventrell can do with this Fairfield Prep Judgment defense, already struggling here early. Got the corners in, and the deliver. It is skied over towards shallow right.
Looks like that's going to be.
And it is going to be caught, tagging, and the throw from Garfalo is going to be cut off. And the first run is in.
There's not a lot of room there in the
right
right
field. It is a
field.
sac fly by Cole Miller, and the Pope Francis Cardinals take a 1-0 lead.
Not a lot of room there to get the balls foul territory on the right side, first base side. So it's going to be a little bit tough for those foul balls there.
In here is Jamie Manzos. Let's see what he can do here. Ventrell delivers. Is a slider, take it for a strike. Good break action to that slider. Really high spin rate slider. Started in on that hip of the hitter and then just came right over the middle of the plate. And the 0-1 deliverance is a fastball taken upstairs. So we got a 1-1 count. We got 2 outs here with a 1-0 lead. Pope Francis already up early. And the deliver from Ventrell is a changeup down. 2-1. Here, Manzios has done a pretty good job here for Pope Francis as well, hitting the 4-hole tonight, usually in the 2 or the 3, but looks like he can find some success here in the hole, in the 4. The 2-2 deliver from Ventrell is a ball. Missed down and away. Steve couldn't frame it. So we got a full count here, 2 outs. Already an unearned run for Ryan Ventrelli. And we'll see what we can do here. The deliver is down, ball 4. So Manzios walks, and that leads up Nick Burns, the catcher. So just to recap the inning, we have a ground ball error to second base, Nick Tamburino. We got a pass ball on Steve. He reached to second. Ground ball to Nick Tamburino for the first out to Fisher. And then a sac fly scored the run. And then a walk here with 2 outs. We'll see if Ventrell can get ahead and get out of this inning. That's what we need to do. Pickoff attempt. He's in there.
Still focusing on the runners here.
That is taken for a strike. So it is 0-1 on the lefty Nick Burns. A lot of lefties in this lineup so far. 0-1 on Burns. Man on first, 2 out. Slide step taken downstairs. So count evens up at 1-1. Here, Nick Burns, defensive first catcher, hitting 5th tonight. He's doing a pretty good job here. 1-1, and he asked for time, and he's granted time.
Their third lefty in the lineup here. They went lefty, lefty, righty, righty, and now lefty.
And the pickup attempt, he is safe. A little bit closer on that one, though. Quite a few pickoffs this inning. What'd you say, Everett?
I mean, I think such early on in the game, I think he just be focusing on his pitching because that pitch count's going to go up.
Now another ball downstairs. He seems to be missing down and away typically. It is 2-1 here with 2 outs and a man on first. Here, Ryan Ventrell, pretty good pitcher, but he's a shortstop, second baseman first. You know, loves playing that middle infield. He's a good bat. He's committed to Boston College. And this ball is grounded to Cooper Rotundo. He's going to take the easy out at second base, and that ends the first inning. So up come the Fairfield Prep Jesuits. We got JJ, Ryan Ventrell, and Vinny Lombardo. We are indeed back. It is the bottom of the first inning, and the Fairfield Prep Jesuits are going to hit.
JJ Sackinger leading off in playing left field.
He's hitting 368 on the year, doing a pretty good job. A lot of RBIs, tacking up 4 RBIs in his 3-for-5 game yesterday versus the Brantford.
Number 10, the left fielder, JJ Sackinger.
We'll see what Giovanni Manzi can do against, I believe, the Jesuits' best hitter in JJ.
Here's the pitch. Strike up in the zone for the first pitch, 0-1.
Little high call there, moving quick. And he delivers curveball taken downstairs.
Ball up.
Ball upstairs.
3-1 is the count now. JJ, I'd say he can attack the ball, but he's also more of a defensive hitter. Here's the pitch. That's popped up.
Up on the infield. Pitcher making the call. It's Manzi.
That'll be caught by the pitcher, number 12, Manzi. And there's out number 1.
The pitcher, Ryan Ventrelli.
Going up to the plate, Ryan Ventrell. Pitcher, here's the pitch. And that is fouled away. Strike 1.
Not a bad swing for OO.
No, not bad at all. I mean, he came out, he's like, you know what, that's close enough, and I'll take a hack at
Seemed
it.
like a pretty slow fastball.
It did. Here's the 0-1. Called strike inside.
I don't like that call. It seemed a little bit too in and up, but
Seemed a little questionable.
it is what it is. 0-2 on Ventrell.
There's the 0-2 delivery. And that is a blooper into
And that's
left.
going to be
and
just foul.
And that'll be we'll do it again. No balls, 2 strikes. It's a pitch. And that's line into left, a base hit. That'll be a single for Ventrelli, and he gets on. Some solid contact right there.
Gets on.
That was a solid hit.
Now batting number 8, center fielder, Vinny Lombardo.
We'll see what Vinny Lombardo can do here with a man on and 1 out.
Batting .295 this year.
He's got a couple home runs. He had
Jelly
a big
takes the
grand
lead.
slam one time.
Here's the pitch, and that's popped up. First baseman on second baseman's under it, makes the catch. 2 away.
A lot of pop-ups here so far. It seems like we're just getting under the baseball. So
Doesn't look like man, he's throwing with a ton of velocity, but seems to be hitting his spots.
see what Polizzi can do here in the 4-hole. He's hitting .381.
Here's the pitch. Swing and a miss. Strike 1.
Got fooled by that one, huh?
He did.
The 0-1 delivery.
That's popped up a foul and out of play. Dude. No balls. 2 strikes to Polizzi.
See if he can protect here. Try to keep the inning going. Keep it alive.
Charlie takes the lead. Pitcher gets his sign, and pickoff attempt. Kind of a weak pickoff attempt.
Little wild throw, too. Good stop there by number 24, the first baseman.
More of a lob, really.
Yeah, a little bit. Still 0-2.
Polizzi waiting for the pitch. Ventrelli goes. The throw down is going to be up and into center field. Ventrelli with the stolen base. Now we got a runner in scoring position. That was a. What do you think about that?
That was a good steal, but a little bit too high of a throw. Obviously, Ventrelli with a good steal, a really good jump.
He did have a good jump.
And he takes his 2-out lead a little bit deeper in the base path.
1-2. Here's the pitch. And that's Scott out to center field.
He's
Center
battling
fielder
the sun.
will make the catch. And that will be Balint making the catch for out number 3.
So we will go to the top of the 2nd inning. We are back here for the top of the 2nd inning, and Ryan Ventrell will take his last warm-up pitch. And a little bit offline from Steve, but generally a good throw. So leading off is the pitcher, number 12, Giovanni Manzi. And we'll see if he can get it started for the Pope Francis Cardinals.
We've got another righty here, and I'm not sure how many lefties they have, but
Seems like
They've
quite a
already
lot
had-
so far,
Already had
right?
3, so that's already a lot.
It is the 7 hole, though. So we'll see how Ventrell can do against their 7-hitter. Fastball outside for ball 1.
We'll see what the Jesuits are doing with runners on base, but so far in the game, they've been attempting to pick off
And there's strike
multiple
1.
times.
So
And I
Ventrell
don't-
delivers a good fastball there.
I don't think that the Jesuits. I mean, it's only the 2nd inning, and if there's a runner on base and they continue trying to pick runners off, that's also wearing you out. You know.
Indeed, it might cause some trouble if they overthrow or they underthrow or something happens there. But already a 1-2 count for Ventrell, and he grounds one foul. So it is a 1-2 still as Ventrell is battling the pitcher, Giovanni Manzi.
Shout out to number 11 for getting that foul ball.
Yeah, he's peering up on our screen. The 1-2 delivery from Ryan Ventrelli. It's a slider down and away. 2-2, count even.
Seems that Montreal, besides his fastball, he seems to go to the slider a lot.
Does seem that way. 2-2 delivery, ball 3, down and away.
Other slider.
Missing with that slider early. Seems like could cause some trouble later as the lineup sees him for the 2nd time.
With this full count,
Full count delivery is popped back at us foul.
it's going to be the 2nd full count Montreal is facing today.
Ventrell already up over 20 pitches. And we'll see what he can do here with another 3-2 delivery. Hoping to get ahead, getting out. And this ball is grounded. Third base. That's a good throw bad throw by Nolan, and he's safe as he's off the bag.
Looked to me like he might have been able to get the bag before the runner, but
I think it was close. I'm not really sure, but overall, another error for the Fairfield Prep Jesuits. And this is the same exact setup as last inning.
what's hurting the Jesuits this season is some, I guess, silly errors and balls. The Jesuits have been struggling a lot with throwing strikes this year.
Pickoff attempt. He's back in there. Excuse me, Anthony Arduino is at first base right now. Giovanni Manzi's hitting. The 0-0 delivery is another pickoff attempt. Good strong tag by Fisher, but not enough to get Ardolino at first.
What is your opinion on the amount of pickoff attempts here?
I don't think it's smart. It could be called by the coach. It could be a personal thing from Ventrelli. I really have no idea, but I like to get a little one look over sometimes, you know, especially if the guy's fast. But I don't really know the scouting report on Ardolino. So
Jesuits have not faced this team. This is an out-of-league game.
it is not a league game. It's not a state game, as Pope Francis is from Massachusetts. And count even already a 1-1. Let's see what Ventrelli can do to try to get ahead here or try to ground into a double play. Another pickoff attempt. He had him on his heels, but still not in time as Ardolino is able to get back safely. Not a horrible start here for the Jesuits, but 2 errors defensively is really killing them, and that pass ball on Polizzi. Slide step delivery. Back pick. He's in there. Good throw, good tag, but just a little bit late. Good idea. So just 2-1 on the pitcher, Giovanni Manzi. Ventrelli already with a good amount of pitches. Ardolino takes his lead. And the delivery is a slider, strike 2. Good pitch. Good horizontal break on that one.
Seems to finally have gotten his slider down there.
I agree with that.
Struggling
That
a
was
little
a
earlier.
great pitch. Another pickoff attempt.
There we go with the pickoff attempts, which I'm not personally a fan of because I think this team can hit, and if a ball gets by, that's a runner in scoring position. And
With still nobody out, too, so that does not put you in a good position.
No, it does
2-2.
not.
Strike 3. Out his corner. He got him in a great pitch from Ryan Ventrelli.
some nice high heat there. And I think that's what they need to do. You know, I think they should go for a double play,
Now batting number 1, the
and
left fielder,
they would get it done.
Brady Balint.
So it appears that Brady Balint is another lefty. Everyone, tell me about the lefties so far.
Well, that's lefty number 4, and that's already a pretty big number for
That's
lefties.
half the lineup, so.
Yeah, and you know what? I think this team not facing a ton of lefties this year, and I think it's just, you know what? It
really could play
they
to
can
the
do
Cardinals'
some damage.
advantage.
They can do some damage.
Not a lot of lefties in Connecticut baseball. And that gets by Steve on the swing. He will advance to second, so Ardolino will be in scoring position with 1 out, but he did swing at that pitch.
And that's another pass ball, number 2.
2 pass balls and 2 errors in the top of the second already. Not the cleanest defensive game to start, but the Judges do need to clean it up in order to win this baseball game. So it is an 0-1 delivery from Ventrell on its way. Rotunda holding him on. Clears out, and the hitter calls time. That is Balint. Balint's hitting just under 300 on the season, so he's doing pretty solid.
There's a rip, and you know what? That makes me think the right fielder
Garfalo.
is not really playing towards that line a little bit. He looked like a little more towards right center field.
Yeah, towards the right center gap.
And, you know, Ventrelli's not throwing extremely hard. And this batter just showed us that, you know, he can get around it.
He can get around one. Delivery is a little pop-up foul. Count remains 0-2. And Ventrelli has definitely got ahead so far, but he seems to get behind in the counts. He does a good job going 0-1, 0-2, but then he seems to start throwing some balls, and that's where it gets into a tricky situation. And then he can't really trust his defense as of late. So the 0-2 delivery is popped up foul behind our heads. Might hit a car. No, it did not hit a car.
Landed in the road and in the ditch. That's why I did not park there. I am not replacing another windshield.
I do not want to do that either. Deep lead here from Ardolino on second. Rotundo backs off. The 0-2. Popped up foul again. So a good at bat here
that
from
looks
Balint.
like that is going to bounce over the cars. That almost hit a ball, bro. That would have been bad.
So Ventrelli's still 0-2 on Balint, the center fielder. Rotundo backs off. And another time.
Was that the batter that called time?
Batter did call time. There was a little confusion there between Ventrelli, Steve. Probably a little miscommunication there within the umpires.
It was a little bit on the delayed side, too.
It was. Judge of dugout talking him up, trying to get him this hit, trying to get this out. The 0-2. Line shot, missed it, and it's into center field. He is sending him to throw from Ventrelli, or Lombardo is cut off. And that is another run here for Pope Francis.
That was a hard hit ball.
That was Ventrelli.
Right back.
Almost gloved it.
He was close.
He was close. It did hit his glove, but still a hit and had enough on it to get in the center field. As you were talking about, he was not throwing very hard. Doesn't look like it today. And he really barreled that one up and put it in center field and gave his guy a chance to score on that one.
That's the second hard hit ball of the day. I think you're going to be seeing a lot more of that. Pitcher's not throwing terribly fast.
This one's chopped to second. Could be a double play ball, but hit too slow. And Tamburino gets the job done for the first out of the inning.
Kind of a weak slap to second. An easy out.
Excuse me, second out of the inning.
Now batting number 2, the shortstop.
And top of the order here is Jacob Petrin. Comes back up. He reached on an error in his first plate appearance. That was the first out of the baseball game. So already back to the top of the order here in the top of the second inning. Deep lead by Balint. Rotundo holding him on. Backs off. The 0-0 is a ball. Change up taken downstairs.
One of the fewer changeups we've seen today. Mostly fastballs and sliders.
Ventrelli's pitch count is something to watch so far. Going over 15 this inning, and that's ball 2 outside. So not a good start. Started like we're getting a little sloppy here on the defensive side.
Looks a little lazy, and this is only
the second inning, so I think we really got to pick this up. Be in tip-top shape here for this game. Needs a strike here. It's 2-0.
When your pitcher and your catcher start getting lazy, everyone else starts getting lazy. And
Lined, grounded, gloved. Throw by Rotundo. Not in time, and it gets by Fisher. Rounding third and coming to the plate is Balint, and he gets to second. I think that's going to be an infield hit because the throw was late.
That's going to be the second error by the middle infield. Now the shortstop and second both have an
They
error.
are giving him a hit on that indeed as the throw was late. That is a hit. Some decent contact there and
Not
a two
really,
spot in this inning for Pope Francis.
Not a great throw, though. I mean, he was a little rushed.
A little rushed, but
could have been a play there.
But there's really nothing much he could do other than to try his best to make a strong throw. He was on the run. The 0 delivery is a strike one on the inside half.
An umpire likes those inside pitches to the lefties.
Appears he does. Living inside in the outside corner of the righties. The 0-1 is grounded. Tamburino, good hop. Throws to first, and we get out of this inning. But Pope Francis puts up a 2-spot. Judgments are down 3-0. We'll see you in the bottom of the second. We are back here in the bottom of the second inning as number 7, the DH Sean O'Neill. We'll see how he can do. He's hitting .292 on the year, so he's doing a pretty good job. He had a home run also in that game versus Hill House, I believe, along with Vinny Lombardo. That's first base coach to say there's the... So the 0-0 delivery is on its way from Manzi to Sean O'Neill. He usually swings at the first pitch pretty aggressive, but ball's upstairs.
We'll see how aggressive Prep will be here.
Down 3-0. And this ball is smoked to center field. That looks like it will be over his head. O'Neill with a good swing. Rounding first, coming to second. He is going to round second and come to third. The throw from the relay from number 2 is not going to be in time as O'Neill has a leadoff triple. A great swing from Sean O'Neill and a great celebration there.
Center fielder with not the best jump, and it went over his head. He was reaching up, and that ball went all the way to the wall. And that was a great triple there.
A great swing from Sean O'Neill to lead off the inning as Cooper Rotundo hits well with runners in scoring position. He will come up to the plate, hitting .361 on the year.
No, O'Neill, he was patient. He did not. He took the ball. You know, he was like, all right, this is my pitch, and he took a hack at it.
He didn't chase anything either. You know, he didn't swing at that 0-1 high cheese, but he really jumped on that fastball middle. As that one's fouled back. It's 0-1 on Rotundo. O'Neill takes his lead. The pitch is a slurve. Strike 2. A good pitch there by Manzi. Probably around 65 miles an hour. Pretty slow slurve. And it's 0-2 on Rotundo. Ball outside.
Second breaking ball there. And you know what? He missed the first one. He tried the second one, and that was even more off. And now we're going to see a fastball here.
1-2. Breaking ball again. Chopped to short. This will score O'Neal, and he gets the job done for Rotundo.
Well, I just proved me wrong because I just said there would be a fastball, but
Another breaking ball. He did prove you wrong there.
He did prove me wrong. Because normally, if you miss two, why do it again, right? But he
I agree with that.
did a little something different there.
So it is Jack Nolan, the freshman. He got the call early on the year, hitting .294, so he's doing pretty solid so far this year as he takes ball one upstairs.
Fourth breaking ball in a row there.
I don't know if that was a breaking ball, but could have been a fastball. We don't know.
Looked like, I don't know what that was.
It looked like a breaking ball. I think he's leaving breaking ball
because
because that looked like a breaking ball too. It is 1-1 on Jack Nolan.
All right. Is it going to be a little out of left field if I say that? Yeah,
that's
fastball.
a fastball. No, you were right about the breaking ball. I will not lie to you.
Yep. That was much faster than that first pitch.
He blew it by Nolan.
Looked like a weird changeup.
It
that
did.
First pitch.
The 1-2 on Nolan. Ball gets by him. No one on, so no one can advance.
It's been a few pass balls today.
I agree with that. 2 by Polizzi, now 1 by Burns.
And they haven't been in the dirt.
Here, Nolan, 2-strike approach, choking up. Breaking ball, pissed on, left center gap. That's going to get down for a hit. Jack Nolan continues his hitting streak of 4 games. And he stays hot.
Another line drive.
Another line drive. He really got on that one. That ball was smoked.
Usually good with making strong contact. And, I think one of the best examples of that is J.J. Sackinger, the leadoff batter, playing left field. He always hits the ball hard.
So we got Fisher here in the 8-hole, hitting .395, and he skies this one to left field. Nolan goes halfway, and that is caught by Balint. He had that RBI single just last inning. And this sends up Garfalo.
Who's on first? What's on second?
Jack Nolan's on first.
Jack Nolan took a big tag there. He was like 3/4 of the way.
I mean, it was to left field, so he had room. But now is the struggling Nick Garfalo. Hopefully he can turn that around. And he takes a breaking ball. 0-0 for strike 1. Garfalo has been heating up as of late.
Throwing a lot of breaking balls first pitch.
Seems like it's working, though, so far. But we'll see how Garfalo can do. Pickoff attempt. And no one's back in there safely. So 2 out, 0-1 to Garfalo, the 9-hitter. Hopefully he can shoot one in the gap and try to get Nolan to score or put him in scoring position. Try to keep the lead going for JJ up top. And another pickoff attempt. Nolan back in there safely.
Colby, you're a pretty good play-by-play guy.
I appreciate you, Everett.
I'm all right at color. I'm okay. I'm not the best. Far from it, actually.
And this one's chopped foul. I appreciate you, Everett.
Hey, you're welcome. And that was a big hack. Took the first pitch.
Big old hack, I agree.
It was a little bit up, and now he's kind of in a hole here.
This is Garfalo here, kind of stuck in a hole. He seems to put himself in holes, but he needs to get out of it. Pause. This one's lined left field, and it is going to be caught by Balint. So back-to-back plays to Balint, back-to-back catches, and that retires the side. We'll see you for the top of the third. We are back here for the top of the third inning. And a good throw from Steve.
Leading off for Pope Francis in the top of the third.
We'll see what Ventrelli could do against the three-hitter Cole Miller.
Number 24.
You know, the
first
Jesuits
baseman,
are very fortunate to play at
Cole
such a
Miller.
beautiful field. It is a collegiate field, Fairfield U. The Stags call this place home.
Stag's doing pretty solid this year, hopefully to win the MAC tournament and get on to the big one, Road to Omaha. This one's fouled up, and that will go into the parking lot, almost hitting someone.
The parking lot's built right next to the field, and you know what? I will be surprised if not one car gets hit because I think it happens about every game.
It probably does. So the 0-1 delivery from Ventrelli is a good breaking ball, but it's kind of barreled. Fielded by Rotundo and throwing to first. He got him. What a throw by Rotundo. Looking Mr. Smooth out there with a shaved head. Looks good.
It's a hard hit ball, and he could take his time, and he made that look easy.
So Ventrelli
Batting number
retires
25, the catcher, Nick
Manzios.
Burns.
It's a right field. Sorry about that. We had some technological difficulties. So the 0-1 pitch is foul. Is Nick Burns now in an 0-2 hole? Ventrelli having himself a good inning so far, hopefully to finish it off and send back the hitters to JJ into the bottom of the third.
And we're going to see a hard hit ball. We're going to see a hard hit ball from JJ.
The 0-2 is tipped foul.
Clips Polizzi there.
Just got a hold of that one. It looked like it was a changeup, some off speed running away to a lefty. So it could have been a changeup, could have been a splitter, but definitely some sort of off speed there. The 0-2 delivery from Ryan Ventrelli. Ball down and away, or in, excuse me. So it's a 1-2 count on Ventrelli. And Nick Burns calls time, the catcher. And he goes on that one, strike three. He sorted him on that one, and a good breaking ball from Ventrelli as we go to the bottom of the third inning with JJ, Ryan Ventrelli, and Vinny Garofalo. Vinny Lombardo. Apologies for the last inning. There were some technological difficulties that we uncovered, but we're back and ready to go here for the bottom of the third inning.
Normally for these streams, we've only had actually one. We're unfortunate that not a lot of people want to film these games. It's just us three today. And normally we have a camera out there in center field, which is a good angle for the strike zone. But we're only sadly running off one camera today.
But it is a good camera, and we are looking to get some runs here in the bottom of the third inning as J.J. Sackinger leads off.
Sackinger, the last 2 years, even in summer ball, he's kind of had some bad luck. He's always hitting the ball hard, every time. But it was always right at a fielder, always.
Yeah, he's still hitting 368, so imagine if those ones that were caught dropped. He could be hitting over 500.
Yeah, we were actually discussing it today at lunch, up in the upper 400s. And he's going somewhere. He's a very talented player.
He's a very talented player indeed. The delivery to him is a ball taken upstairs.
The umpire kind of likes to call those.
Has seen a little bit of inconsistency. The 1-0 is a strike.
There's one even a little more inside there.
On the inner half. So it looks like he's really pounding them in. Ground ball to first. And the flip to the pitcher is in time to get the speedy Sackinger. So there's one gone here in the bottom of the third inning as he's unfortunately 0 for 2. So Ventrelli comes to the plate, the 0-0 pitch, and it hits him in the arm. Looks like an off-speed pitch, so should be fine to pitch next inning, but
he's got that elbow guard. So
it looks like it was the...
Oh, that was his other arm.
It looks like it was the left elbow. Yeah, hitting the left elbow, so not his throwing arm, which is good.
Yep.
So we got 1 on, 1 out for big Vinny Lombardo. As he strides up. He's been pretty big for us here with runners in scoring position, but he needs to really start locking in here. Neil. So Lombardo needs to count 1-0, and he offers at that pitch, but it is a stolen base for Ventrelli, his second.
That was a good jump again. That's number 2 on the day for stolen bases.
2 good jumps, 2 stolen bases for Ventrelli, and it is 1-1 on Lombardo as he offered at that high cheese.
I mean, he beat the throw standing up there, so he really had a good jump.
The 1-1's tipped foul.
Big swing.
So 1-2. Hopefully Lombardo can cash in this run, make it a 3-2 ball game, a little bit closer in the bottom of the third inning. Hopefully we can get something going here. Try to be confident in this game. And this one smoked to center field. It will be down as a hit. And it almost gets by the center fielder. Riding third and coming to the plate is Ventrell, and he will stay at third. A good decision as there was a good throw coming in.
That was a
from
smart
the center
decision.
fielder, Balint.
It was a little bit offline, but it was thrown hard enough that I think Ventrelli would have been out at the plate there. And that's another solid line drive. Prep seems to be doing that very well today. A lot of solid line
That was
drives.
a really good swing here. And now for the Jesuits, it is Steve Polizzi as he strides up with 1 gone and 2 on. See what he can do here. Try to make some damage happen. Vinny steals and no offering.
Steve Polizzi with 1 of the 2 Jesuit home runs this season. The 3, excuse me.
This one is sky high. Back towards us. That will be foul and not caught.
That
Had
was
an opportunity, but
couldn't tell if that was. It was very close to the screen, only about maybe 4 feet away. Would have been a little bit of a tough catch for that catcher.
definitely a tough
Burns.
catch as the sun is right there as well. So it's 1-1 on Polizzi. 2 in scoring position. He's in a good situation here. Excuse me. And let's see if Steve can do some damage here on a 1-1. And it is in the dirt for ball 2. Good stop there by the catcher, Nick Burns.
Kind of a nice, little, nonchalant scoop there. Pretty nice.
Yeah, pretty nice pick. The 2-1. Steve chops this to first. It is fair. So Ventrell will score as Steve is clearly frustrated on that one, but he definitely gets the job done to make it a closer game, 3-2. So we got Big Sean O'Neill coming to the dish. big triple in the first, or in the second, excuse me.
Designated hitter, Sean O'Neill.
The outfielder's backing up a little bit here. They know what he can do.
So we'll see if he can do that again with 2 gone. Very slow pitch. Not sure what that was, but right down the middle for strike 1. Looks like O'Neill.
It was either just a botch changeup or just kind of like get me over fastball. Barely,
Not sure what that was.
Not really
Fastball in the
fast.
dirt. Gets by him, but no go for Lombardo.
That's another fastball.
So Manzi is starting to struggle with command here a little bit in the 3rd inning. We'll see if that continues and see if that's lingering. But Sean O'Neill has done a remarkable job in the past few games. And that is not what he likes to see.
Another slow on the slow side.
Slow side, breaking ball type pitch, but a strike. I think that was more down than up. But the umpire disagrees with me, obviously. The 1-2 delivery is ball upstairs. So it's 2-2 on O'Neill. Count evens up. Lombardo at 3rd. 2 outs. And the 2-2 delivery from Manzi is on its way. The pitch is fouled off to the right side, not a play. So Sean O'Neill this year has really heated up here in the past few weeks. He has a home run and then 4 extra base hits, adding 1 today and continuing his hitting streak on. And the 2-2 again is downstairs, bouncing for ball 3. So we got a full count, 2 outs. Lombardo will be in motion. And let's see if Sean O'Neill can do some damage. The 3-2. Breaking ball, ball 4. O'Neill walks here with 2 gone, making it 1st and 3rd.
Pitcher kind of telegraphed that. And, you know, it was up and it was slow and it was easily recognizable. And now there's going to be a mound visit.
So we do have a mound visit here. We will take a quick break. Be back in 30 seconds. So we are back here. The mound visit is still occurring. The umpire looking to break it up, and coach leaves. Probably a little situational thing for the defense to think of, try to get this guy out. But I think we're going to continue pouring it on here with Cooper Rotundo.
Last time, the Jesuits had runners on the corners, and they had a steal, and
We'll see if he
they're
can
probably gonna
repeat it
do
here.
again.
Number 18, Cooper Rotundo, the shortstop. And the offering is strike 1. So Rotundo takes strike 1 right down the middle. And we'll see if that'll really do much here. But I think Rotundo's a powerful hitter. He can put one in the gaps. And runner in motion, but foul back. So now he's in a little bit of a
Look
hole
out,
with 0-2.
cars. And wow. Okay. People have gotten very lucky today. That bounced over the cars again. That's been the 3rd foul ball into the parking lot, and it just bounced over. That's some divine intervention right there.
So the 0-2 is chopped to 3rd. Can he get there? The throw is not in time.
And everyone's safe. That was
Rotundo beats it out just barely by a half a step. And the Jesuits tie up this game at 3-3 here in the bottom of the 3rd inning. And this brings up dangerous Jack Nolan. He's 1 for 1.
And you know what? Just a little infield hit. Nothing too crazy, and it gets the job done.
He got jammed a little bit here on the inner half of the bat. But, hey, an RBI is an RBI,
It
and a
worked.
hit is a hit.
It worked.
He gets the job done. That's 5 hits for the Jesuits. And we'll see if Jack Nolan can continue pouring it on. And the pickoff attempt is not even close to in time. I don't know what he's doing.
Look, kind of like a Nestor Cortez, like little, you know, it was like a
Little bit, yeah,
You know.
I agree.
kind of a
Clearly
leg
watching
up
the
and
Yankees
a
play.
little bit of a twist.
Struggling versus the Orioles, though. Not doing the best job.
You know what? He's probably a Red Sox fan, so.
This one is smoked. Left field. It is going to be
A
foul.
long foul ball. That ball was
got
a
out
home
of here,
run.
and that ball was absolutely
10
crushed.
feet to the right, and that would have been a home run. That is a long strike.
I agree with you on that one. That ball almost got out of here, and that ball got out of here in a hurry.
That ball was crushed.
Probably over 95 on the exit velocity, as no one really touched that baseball. So it's 0-1 with 2 gone and 2 on. And fastball tip.
Big
Strike
swing
2.
and a miss for strike 2. And you know what? That ball was crushed. You know what? I'm going to call him. I'm going to say he's going to crush one left field.
So no one in another 2 hole, 2 gone and 2 on here in the bottom of the 3rd inning. See if the Judgments can pour them on. No one takes ball 1 downstairs.
What do you think? I mean, I'm calling it. What do you think is going to happen? You think he's going to do it?
I think it's going to be a ball, a foul ball, and then a line drive to right field for a base hit, scoring Sean O'Neill.
Okay. All right. Well, we'll see.
It is a ball indeed. 2-2.
Was that a slider?
Looked like some off speed.
Yep.
Looked like it had a little wrinkle to it.
Well, it was in the other batter's box, so it doesn't really matter.
So it is 2-2 with 2 gone.
Big
and
lead
2
off
on.
second.
Big deal from O'Neill. This one is popped up on the infield. First baseman getting
It's
chased.
dropped.
It's dropped.
It's dropped.
Who dropped the
Everyone
baseball?
scores.
And a run scores. Wow.
Error by the first baseman, number 24, Miller.
Cole Miller with an error, and the Judgments take a 4-3 lead. What a play. So Griffin Fisher trying to continue pouring it on here for the Judgments.
Lefty righty matchup here. Ups. That was
Fisher hitting just under 395 this year as he takes strike 1.
that was up in the zone.
A little bit high, but I think it could have been a striker or ball either way. The 0-1 delivery is downstairs and it gets away. Here he comes, Rotundo, and the Judgments take a 5-3 lead. So this has been a great inning offensively for the Judgments. Few hits, few mistakes defensively by the Cardinals, but overall great offensive innings, putting up a 4 spot already and looking to put on more. Another mound visit.
The Jesuits taking advantage of the Cardinals' mistakes there. Because we got pass ball,
The errors.
dropped, pop up, and
A little
some
laziness
solid
on the
contact
defensive
as
side,
well.
too.
What got it going was Polizzi's infield.
Little ground out
Yeah.
to cause the RBI, but that got the job done. And this 2-out rally is continuing with Griffin Fisher at the plate. So it's 1-1, and it's a fastball taken outside.
Well, looks like I'm
Seems
going to
like-
have to be doing the
Seems
count
like
here.
the pitcher, man.
What do I do, Nick?
So the pitcher, man, he seems struggling a little bit, but he has that curveball slurve-ish action for strike 2. So counts even 2-2. Griffin Fisher at the dish, hoping to pour it on. Jack Nolan at second. Decent speed. And the delivery is a ground ball up the middle and through for a base hit. Rounding third and coming to the plate is Nolan. The throw from a center fielder, Belind, and it's not in time. Fisher is caught outside the base path for an out. But the run will score, and it is 6-3 Jesuits, a 5 spot in the bottom of the 3rd inning. And we'll see if Ventrelli can hold them at 3. We go to the top of the 4th inning.
Wait, sorry, this song sucks. Let's get a new one.
We are back here in the top of the 4th inning as the Jesuits put up a huge 5 spot in the bottom of the 3rd. If you were just joining us, you've missed out on quite a lot. And it is 6-3 Jesuits. 6 hits and 3 errors for the Jesuits, but 2 hits and 1 error for the Cardinals.
The Jesuits taking advantage of the Cardinals' mistakes, which in the top of the 2nd, the Jesuits were making a few. They looked a little sloppy.
But they really cleaned it up last
they
inning,
did.
hoping to do it
they
again
woke
this
up,
inning.
and you know what? That's what they needed, and that's what they needed to do. They needed to wake up, and they took advantage of the Cardinal mistakes, hit a few hard balls, a little bit of a base running mistake to end the inning.
Overall, though, really good job. But a ball 1 in the outer half, not a good start for Ventrelli, and hopefully he can turn this around and keep the train coming and try to really send him back to the offensive side of the ball.
Well said.
So the 1-0 pitch is a strike on the outside corner for 1-1. The 1-1 is a ball outside. Lizzie tried to frame it, but a little bit too far outside.
That umpire likes those outside pitches on the
Likes
righties.
him outside, he likes him in, he likes him everywhere.
Right, and as you can see, the batter
Pretty big
is
zone.
right on the edge of the batter's box.
Chopped. Foul.
4-hitter.
6-hitter, Anthony
6-hitter.
Ardolino.
Sorry. Thought that was 11.
He reached and scored in the 2nd.
We have a beautiful spot out here commentating on the roof of the booth. Nice breeze. Not too hot.
Nice
the sun's
breeze,
not
nice
too bad.
sun. I think I'm getting a little bit of a tan in.
You know, I think this is the perfect weather.
It's great weather.
It really is. The perfect
72
weather.
degrees Fahrenheit. Plus 1 degree since the start of the game, and that is a ball in the outer half. So it's 3-2 to Ardolino from Ventrelli. His pitch count's pretty getting up there.
Is this the 3rd full count for Ventrelli?
It
Just
is.
the game?
3rd full count. Good eyes there, Mr. Carrillo Foot.
Hey, I try.
I think you do better than try, man. I think you're a good cover guy. I appreciate you.
Hey, you know, I tried the play-by-play in the bottom of the 1st. You know what? Color's more my thing. And you're pretty good at the play-by-play.
I appreciate it. So we have a 3-2 count after the foul ball by Ardolino. And we'll see what Ventrelli can do as the delivery is on its way and it's fouled back towards us.
I wonder what happens. I mean, kind of sucks for the owner if a foul ball hits their car.
You just got to pay for it, I guess.
You know, it happened to me one time. When I was playing, it was like 15 or something. Yeah, I quit baseball, but...
Oh, that ball is smoked. Left field. It will be down for a hit, and it's going to be over the wall. A ground rule double. That ball was smoked by Anthony Ardolino, and he is 2 for 2 on the day. Unfortunate. Not a good start for the Jesuits after that big inning offensively. Hopefully they can shut him down here, and here comes Coach Rudolph Moritz.
That ball was smoked, and that corner down there, there's not a lot of room in the corner in left field.
Though.
and
Ball flies at this park.
There's not a lot of room on the first base side of foul territory. It's kind of an awkward field. They kind of built it in like the only space they really had for it. It's a little bit awkward. I'm saying
Leave him
random
down
stuff.
visit right. We have him on visit right now, so we'll be right back in 30 seconds. So number 12 is the pitcher Giovanni Manzi, and he will stride to the plate facing Ventrelli with no outs.
I'll unmute you.
3-2 count. Excuse me, 0-0 count. Scoreboard's incorrect.
Joining us here is Max Mihalov. Hey, Max.
Boys.
Doing pretty solid, and that one is strike one on the outer half of the plate. So 0-1 on the pitcher Manzi. And we'll see if Ventrelli can keep pouring on those strikes. Try to get out of this inning. This one's smoked, and that's going to be a base hit to left field. Rounding
see.
third, and he'll be held, is Ardolino. So a base hit for Giovanni Manzi, and 2 on with nobody out.
They are not going to test Sackinger's arm. They know, they saw him in the warm-ups. He's got a strong arm. He can get the distance to home plate there.
Absolutely. And that ball was hit decently hard off Ventrelli, but hopefully that we can get a ground ball double play and only escape here with 1 run coming in. But we got the dangerous hitter, Brady Balint, the center fielder. He had a good double. And this is a pickoff attempt, and he's going to be back in there.
And here we go again with the pickoff attempts. It's a little bit dangerous with runners on the corners because you can be giving up a run, and that's just 1 run closer to the Jesuit lead.
That is true. We want to maintain this lead. It's only the top of the 4th inning. The 0-0 delivery is lined, and that's going to get down for a base hit to right field. So Ardolino will score, and that is another base hit for the Cardinals.
And yet another hard hit ball today.
And it's 6-4. Jesuits now.
Now batting number 28, the left fielder, Maurice Kearney.
So it is Maurice Kearney, to come up with 2 on and nobody out. And we brought the corners coming in. Bunt is shown and Ventrelli steps off. Big lacrosse game tonight. Fairfield Prep plays Cheshire.
Center fielder, Vinny Lombardo. A little shallow.
So Ventrelli with another step off, and the 0 delivery is on its way, and it is a foolish curveball.
And that was a...
He sorted him on that one.
He fooled him right there.
That's a great pitch from Ventrelli, and it's 0-1. Made him look silly. Corners are in. Bunt attempt, and he does not lay it down. I'm not sure if that hit the bat. It did not, and the ball is stopped by Rotundo after the throw from Polizzi.
Could have been a little bit of chaos there.
It was a little bit of chaos. He offered at the bunt. It didn't hit the bat, so it was not a foul ball.
But he did not take it back. He completely missed it.
You know, he just completely missed the bunt there. Missed out an opportunity, but that's what we like. We like missed opportunities to really capitalize on those missed opportunities. So it's 0-2 on the 9-hitter Kearney, and it's a ground ball to second. Could be 2. The flip from Tamburino on to first and a double play.
Beautiful double play there. Beautifully executed.
So he gets the ground ball he needed, and that's a double play there. Great job by Tamburino and Rotundo. That is a 4-6-3 double play, and an incredible job by the defense and Ventrelli to get that second out. And that is huge for the Jesuits as they're welcoming to move on and hit. But on comes their leadoff hitter, the shortstop lefty, Jacob Petrin. So the 0-0 delivery is another bunt. And it looks like he's going to be safe. And the run coming home, he's not in time. Oh.
Not really. I don't think
not
Ventrelli knew really what to do there. He wasn't sure. He looked the runner back.
He bobbled the ball a little bit.
At that point, he looked the runner on third back, which gave the runner to going first more time. And then it was a close play, but the runner beat it.
We do have some movement in the Fairfield Prep bullpen. It is Finian Dockwell. Lefty, he's doing pretty good so far. 3.5 ERA. So another bunt attempt there. It looks like we're playing small ball with 2 outs. And Ventrelli throws him out. So we got the bottom of the 4th inning on our way. We do have a new pitcher on the mound for the Cardinals. Not sure who it is. It is number 27. Looks like he can flash a breaking ball pretty well. He's a lefty, throws low to mid-eights.
Pitcher's going to be Johnny Goslin.
So Johnny Goslin
Coming in for relief here.
So Gosling comes over from right field. We have a defensive change in right field. Looks like a defensive change in left field as well.
Number 27, Johnny Goslin.
So the pitcher Giovanni Manzi goes to right field, and left fielder stays the same. Excuse me, Kearney is still in left. So 28, Maurice Kearney is still in left. But the new adjustment is the right fielder comes in to pitch, Johnny Gosling, and the pitcher, Giovanni Manzini, comes into right field. So we have Nick Garfalo coming up to the plate here, looking to do some damage with nobody on and nobody out. And a curveball is taken for strike one. Pretty good break action there. Looks like 12-6 to me.
Cardinals throwing a lot of first pitch breaking balls, and now they're facing a lefty, a little something different. Let's see how they adjust to him.
Lefty on lefty matchup. The 0-1 is smoked to right field, and that's a base hit for Garfalo. So he gets the job done, leading the Judgments off. And we got a man on for big J.J. Schockinger to lead off here the bottom of the fourth inning and try to get some damage done.
Now batting number 10, the left fielder, J.J. Schockinger.
JJ wanted me to give him a little shout out here. And wow, looks like he's going to bunt.
He's going to bunt here, unfortunately. So a sacrifice bunt.
You know, he's a selfless man. He really is.
I think that was a called bunt.
He looks a little sad. Walking back to the dugout.
So we have
He
a
did his
man on
part.
second with one out. And we'll see what Ryan Ventrelli can do here. So he's got a man on second and Garfalo. Decent, pretty good speed. Pretty good base runner here. The 0 with one gone is looks like a little cutter taken for strike one.
Little pitcher-pitcher matchup here.
This is a little pitcher-pitcher matchup. Ventrell hoping to help himself. And this breaking ball is smoked to right center field.
That's
this
going to
will
drop.
get down and roll all the way to the wall. Rounding third to come to the plate, Garfalo. Ventrell with the speed. He's rounding second to come to third. The throw is not in time. Head first slide.
Second
Ryan
triple
Ventrelli
of
with
the
the triple.
For
And
the
he
Jesuits.
is hyped up.
Second triple of the day for the Jesuits.
The Jesuits take a 7-5 lead. And that's their 8th hit of the day. Their
second time they have violated that right center gap there. Just taking advantage of it.
We have more action coming in the bullpen. So we have Dockwell, and we have another pitcher. I will let you know as soon as I am aware. Can't quite tell who it is. And this one smoked into center field and a base hit. So Lombardo brings home Ventrell as he is hyped up to score.
And then here we have the strong man, Steve Polizzi. You know, that was perfect. A little sack bunt to get Ventrell over. Sorry, not Ventrell over. Little sack bunt, get things started by Sackinger. And then beautiful triple by Ventrell. And that's the way it's done.
It is the way things are done indeed. So it looks like we have Griffin Fisher warming up in the pen along with Dockwell.
That rocky start seems to have gone completely away as the Jesuits continue to stack on more runs. It's 8-5.
8-5 here in the bottom of the fourth. Put up a 2-spot already. So the YOLO offering is a ball.
Looked like it was very close. This umpire likes calling those strikes on righties.
Indeed, he has a pretty big zone. So we got a lefty and righty matchup, power versus power. And this one is his pickoff attempt. And back is Lombardo. So pretty competitive game here, back and forth action already. And hoping to pour on more runs as the Jesuits. The 1-0 is a ball. 2-0 on Steve Polizzi. So Dockwell trots off from the bullpen. And it's 2-0 to Polizzi.
See what he can do.
Not
here.
someone you want to go 2-0 with another pickoff attempt. Hoping to catch Lombardo lacking, but he could not right there. Lombardo clearly gets back in plenty of time with a big lead, so that athletic build of his is really paying off. The 2-0 is swung on and missed. A big swing from Polizzi.
He swings hard, and you know what? He hits the ball hard.
He does hit the ball hard. It's the best thing he does. That's why he's going to Winthrop University D1 down south in South Carolina. So that is a 3-1 count now. And let's see if he can capitalize on this pitcher's mistakes.
Like Ventrelli, this pitcher has been doing quite a bit of pickoff moves. And
the 3-1's a ball 4. So Polizzi walks first and second with one gone. The only out was the sac bunt from Schackinger.
And it helps that he's a lefty because it's a little bit easier for him to pick people off.
More deceptive.
A little more deceptive. Don't really know, well, he's going home or he's going to first. Now we got runners on first and second. Sean O'Neill coming up to the bat.
Sean O'Neill, he's done a pretty good job today. Obviously had that big triple in the second inning, which really started us offensively. We didn't have much of an offense going forward before that, but he really sparked our offense, and I love his swing. So runners steal, and everyone's going to be safe with the pitch in the dirt. So 1-0 in second and third for O'Neill. Dangerous hitter with runners in scoring position.
Finally able to keep the ball getting by this time. Nice block there.
Yeah, that was a good block by catcher Nick Burns. So 1 gone and 1-0 to O'Neill. This one is popped up, shallow center field. The second baseman and the center fielder are chasing, and it is going to drop in for a base hit. So Lombardo will score.
Kind of in no man's land there.
Definitely no man's land. The infield was in with 1 gone. So there's really nothing that Ardolino or the center fielder, Balint, could really do. But just honestly, perfect placement for O'Neill as he gets a hit and an RBI.
It was.
The Judge was taking 9-5 lead here.
It really landed right where all the fielders could not get to. Perfect
spot.
placement there.
Here now we got Cooper Rotundo. Again, another dangerous hitter with runners in scoring position. And this is a cutter taken for ball 1, in and a little bit down. So Rotundo scored last inning and hit last inning, and he's back up. So we have hit around in the past 2 innings. Double steal. The throw is not going to be in time. And a stolen base for Polizzi and for O'Neill. So 2 on, 2-0.
Showing off his speed as a catcher. He can run.
He can run. He's got some speed. He's got some endurance as well. So 2-0, 2 on and only 1 out here for Cooper Rotundo, the sophomore. And this one is smoked and foul. That ball was absolutely crushed, and it might hit someone. It almost hits him.
Another long strike. Second baseball that's been absolutely demolished.
Probably
into
2
left
feet
field
from that
field
university
territory.
student as he didn't know what hit him.
That was very close. That could have been some.
So 2-1 on Rotundo, and that is strike 2. Don't like that call.
Could have been a bonk of the head there. Not good. Glad it didn't happen. You know,
So
the people.
The infield's in with 2 and 2.
People have been lucky. Not
Cars
getting hit.
have been lucky.
Cars have been lucky too.
2-2 delivery is ball. Good block there by Nick Burns.
Another nice block there. That was good. He kind of
He's showing
shifted.
off his defensive ability. Yeah, he did shift.
He was
like
able to
that.
shift to the left very nicely. He
So
got
we
around that
full
ball.
count here. 1 out. Rotundo looking to do some damage.
And as a catcher, you know, it's kind of like, you know, you kind of have like a favorite, like going to the right more, going to the left more, and I guess
that one's ball 4.
a lot of catchers, you know, it's really just like he looks like a well-rounded catcher. He was able to get that ball, and he was able to absorb it. He was able to it was able to trickle right in front of him, not really getting away from him. Nice
So
block.
it looks like a mound visit. Still nobody in the Cardinals bullpen. Not entirely sure what their call is or what it's going to be, but it looks like they're leaving him in. Here, they're leaving in the right fielder, Gosselin. No, they're not. They are taking him out. And the new pitcher will be Jacob Petrin, the shortstop, number 2. Very good all-around fielder and player. Now he's coming to the mound to see what he can do. So we will step away for a little bit, probably around a minute, and yeah. So we are back here at Alumni Diamond in Fairfield U. If you were just joining us, Fairfield Prep has a 9-5 lead. Bases loaded, 1 out. The only out of this inning is Schackinger's sacrifice bunt.
Which got things started.
It did get things started indeed. So we have Steve Palizzi on third, Sean O'Neill on first, and newly Cooper Rotundo at first. And we got freshman Jack Nolan coming to the dish. Here, he's 2 for 2 and looking to add more. And he almost hit a home run, but that ball went just foul, unfortunately. So we'll see if he can get lucky this at bat.
See what he does here.
Infield is in.
The last time the infield was in with the Cardinals, it was hit hard right up the middle, and it got through. And that ended up hurting him.
This shortstop is throwing heat. Definitely upper 8s, maybe lower 90s. Athletic build. I'm not sure if he's going D1, but that ball is a little looper, going to be foul into foul ground. So 1-1, that was a little off-speed changeup. Had no one fooled a little bit. So it's 1-1, bases loaded, infield is in with 1 out. Freshman looking to do some damage. And this ball is popped up. Looks like no man's land again. Shortstop is giving chase. And he makes a play. Wow.
He's able to recover.
Pretty impressive play there.
Twisting and turning, he was able to catch that.
He drops it and fell to his knees just to make sure he caught it like a little baby.
And he caught it with 2 hands, too. It was like kind of like an egg toss catch.
Yeah, he did catch kind of like an egg. But overall, a good play. Tough catch down in the sun as well. So we got the 8-hitter Griffin Fisher, and that ball is going to be in the dirt. So it's ball 1 for Griffin Fisher. Looking to add on this score here for the Jesuits of 9-5.
Is able to keep those balls down.
This ball is shot to left. Giving chase is Kearney, and he's going to make the play. So that retires the side. But the Jesuits add a few more runs, and they do a pretty good job here. Now up 9-5 after putting a 3 spot in the 4th inning. We go to the top of the 5th. So we are back here, and Cole Miller will lead things off for the Cardinals in the top of the 5th inning. Ryan Ventrelli still out there. Obviously, we did have some action going in the bullpen, but sort of calmed down, hoping to give Ventrelli a little bit more innings, a little bit more pitches.
Let's get it up there with the pitch count.
And a timeout here, Cole Miller, 0-0. Interesting there.
Leave a little time to reset there, I guess.
So the 0-0 delivery is a slider way outside for ball 1. Ventrelli, not bad so far. 6 hits, 5 runs, a fewer unearned runs. I'd say 2. So 3 earned runs, few strikeouts, only 1 walk, so limited to walks. And this one's ball downstairs, 2-0.
Just missed.
I did just miss indeed. So it's 2-0 to Cole Miller, the 3-hitter. And on deck is Jamie Menzios. And this one's lined, and that's going to be a base hit over the jumping Rotundo. And that's going to be a base hit to lead off the inning for the Cardinals.
Nice hard hit ball there. Kind of was rising, and it got over it was a little bit to the right of the shortstop. Got a little nice little rise there. It was a nice hit.
He did have some hum to it. That was a great swing. But it looks like manager Rudy Moritz is coming out of the dugout, and Finian Dockwell, the lefty, will come on here to resolve the mistakes and try to really fix this game up, try to hold it where it is. So Dockwell will be in, and we'll be back momentarily. So we are back here from Dockwell's warm-ups. The weather has changed a bit. Why don't you tell me about that, Mr. Carilla Foot?
Well, wind going northwest at 6 miles per hour.
So up 1 mile per hour.
Humidity is 67, also up 1%. And the UV index is 1, looking
So
good.
Not much tanning coming in, but degrees have dropped 4 only in past 2.5 hours of action here.
67 degrees, but feels just right out here in the sun. Really nice
Feels
day
great
today.
here out here in the sun. And Dockwell is looking to do pretty good here in the bottom of the 4th inning. Here, bottom of the 5th inning, excuse me. Ventrelli, 4 innings extended, 5 runs, a few unearned, 7 hits, a few strikeouts, and 1 walk. So he did a pretty good job here, but he did good of a job enough for the Judges to have a 9-7 lead.
Dockwell has a very good curveball, and he's able to locate his fastball pretty well.
He does. It does have that arm side run as it runs away from righties and in on lefties. So we'll see how he can use that to his advantage here in the bottom of the 5th inning. So up to the plate will be number 11, Jamie Menzios. And he's had a decent, game so far. Few on base appearances, 1 hit. So not too bad. So Dockwell here looking to deliver with the man on first, nobody out. Peeking the runner. And the 0-0 is a ball upstairs. Dockwell's gained some velocity from last year. He looks to be a lot better this year than he did last year, and he's going to be a pretty good job. Ball 2, unfortunately, is that missed outside. So 2-0 on Menzios. Again, we got Miller at first. Nobody out, and the 2-0 pitch from Dockwell is on its way. The deliverance is a swing and a miss. Strike one. So Dockwell does a good job there. Getting strike one, hoping to battle back. Trying to make the count even here. And the 2-1 delivery is on its way. And this one's grounded back up the middle. It will be gloved, and a beautiful play, but not a good throw. So Rotundo throws that ball away, and it is going to be second and third with nobody out here. That is charged with an hit, with infield hit with an error, causing the runners to advance. So Dockwell try to get out of this hole already, and we'll see what he can do with the catcher Nick Burns striding up to the plate. And we'll see what he can do here. So it is a ball one taken down and in.
That was a beautiful play by the shortstop.
Rotundo, but unfortunately, the throwing error costed him.
He was able to really get that ball, corral it, but the throw was a little bit rushed, a little bit high.
This one skied into center field. Lombardo giving chase. He does make the catch. Tagging and scoring is Cole Miller, and that cuts the lead only down to 3. Still manageable, still comfortable as Dockwell gets out number 1.
6-3 now. Prep had a big third inning. Were able to score 5 runs.
So it is 9-6
inning.
with a man on second and 1 out. And on stretch, Anthony Ardolino.
Batting number 10, Anthony Ardolino.
Trying to see what he can do here against the lefty junior, Finn Dockwell. So the 0-0 delivery is on its way. Ventrell holding him on as he backs off, and this is a fastball taken inside on Ardolino. Ardolino's having himself a day. Couple hits, couple runs scored.
What Dockwell does is he comes set, and as he's striding, he kind of hides the ball behind his back a little bit, kind of like a dip down with his.
It's very deceptive.
Yeah,
it's
very deceptive. It's
deceiving, and this is sky to right field. Garfalo giving chase. He makes the catch. Tagging and holding, indeed, is Manzitos. Or excuse me.
Dockwell keeps that ball down in his grip with his arm straight to his side, and he kind of hides that ball from the batter. Not really. It's a little bit less of a indicator of what's coming.
So Dockwell really got out of that jam. Second and third, 2 out with just a man on second with 2 out and only 1 run scored on the sac fly. So Dockwell comes set. Ventrelli holding on Manzitos. The 0-0 is taken for a ball 1 as Giovanni Manzi comes up to the plate.
Wasn't a bad breaking ball there, just a little low and away.
Little bit down, a little bit away, but not a terrible 0-0 pitch. See if he can come back there. Fastball upstairs. 2-0 on Manzi. And Dockwell, big man number 1, hoping to finish off this inning strong, trying to make the count even.
Dockwell is a right fielder, and he also pitches, and he can kind of do it all. He's also a switch hitter, and today he's not hitting.
So the fastball was down and in. 3-0 on Manzi, and this is not really the best situation here. Got to attack the zone here with 2 outs here. And the 3-0 pitch is ball 4 up and away. So he walks.
A little wild there, this at-bat.
Lost a little bit of command there, but he's got to come back and really punch it in and finish the zone. So now it's dangerous. Brady Balint, the center fielder, all-around athlete. And we'll see if Dockwell can end this inning and get our offense back into hit in the bottom of the 5th. The 0-0 delivery is chopped and off of his leg.
That's going to be a dead ball, but Polizzi throws it to first anyways. Looks a little confused there. Not really sure what the call was, but
Umpire was immediately on it and called it foul.
Yep.
So good job there from Dockwell to get strike 1 after that 4-pitch walk. It's a big thing as a pitcher, and as a pitcher myself, when you get down, 3-0, and then you got that 4-pitch walk, the best thing you can do is throw strike 1. Whether it's a foul ball, a swing and a miss, or a called strike, it's It's the best thing you can do in a
And there's
filthy
that
changeup.
Change up. It has a little bit of movement to
Has
it,
some
and
bite
it
to
dips
it.
down late. That was a beautiful pitch and
That was
had
a great changeup.
it had him
Swing and a
fooled there.
miss.
It had Ballant fooled.
So it is 0-2 with 2 gone. First and second. Let's see if Dockwell can get out of this jam. And he got him.
Went
Swing and a
again.
miss on a changeup
Again with the
outside.
changeup.
And a great pitch from Finian Dockwell as he gets the job done. Jesuits lead 9-6. We go to the bottom of the 5th inning.
Garfalo coming up to the plate, 1 for 2 with the leadoff single, and he had a rip earlier, and he's been hitting well today. We're about to start the bottom of the 5th here, and what do you think, Colby? What do you think about
This game, I like it. You know, we're in a good spot here at bottom of the 5th inning. Up by 3 on this Pope Francis team. You know, they seem to be athletic, pretty big, sizable team. But we've really got the job done defensively. A little hiccups, some errors. But we've really picked it up since the beginning part of that game. And we've really recovered really well. So we can see what he's going to do here.
Number 4, the right fielder, Nick Garofalo.
Nick Garofalo coming up to the plate, excuse me. He is 1 for 2, the leadoff single. And it is a lefty-righty matchup here. Takes a strike, fastball outside, strike
Good
1.
pitch there. Good pitch there from the shortstop, who's now a pitcher, which is Jacob Petrin.
Payoff is swing and a miss, same exact pitch, fastball outside, middle of the zone for strike 2.
Garfalo pulled his head out, expecting something soft.
Struck him out swinging, foul tip, caught by the catcher Burns for out number 1.
Not the best
3-pitch
at-bat.
strikeout. No, it wasn't a good at-bat.
But on comes my man, J.J. Schockinger.
The left fielder, he's batting .368. Have a little bit of tough luck hitting ball hard, but right at fielders.
0 for 2 today, but that great sack bunt earlier in the game get that offense going.
And here's the pitch. Ball upstairs. Fastball. 1-0 the count.
J.J. Schockinger hits the ball very hard. Let's see if he can do that
And
here.
there's a pop-up. Little bloop. Left field and short. And it's dropped by the left fielder, who is Kearney. And J.J. Schockinger is going to be sliding in a second.
So he reaches on an error as it was dropped. Honestly, a sloppy game. A lot of mistakes here.
And you know what? The left fielder cannot complain about the sun because that was not an issue over there. The sun's facing towards home plate, and I think he was just worried about the shortstop.
Peeling in. I'm not really sure what the decision was there,
Not
but
really sure, but
you
runner
got
in scoring
J.J. in the
position.
scoring position.
As Ventrell comes up to the plate. Schockinger, speedy. He can get home on a single. And there's another one. Left field coming on, and it's going to be caught this time. And he's not going to throw it to second. J.J. had a big jump there. And his mom's not going to be happy about that laundry. A little dirty.
J.J. appears to have a little bit of shaking up here in the knee, it looks like, but Should be okay. Could have been in that slot.
Slid
Could've
in
been a
hard
rocky
into
slide.
second. He slid in hard.
But 2 gone here, and we can see what Vinny Lombardo can do.
Vinny Lombardo batting .295 this year so far.
Center fielder. He's had some good hits today.
Here's the pitch. Upstairs for ball 1.
So Lombardo here can do some damage with the man in scoring position and Speedy Schockinger.
Fastball for a strike. Outside corner.
Good pitch there on the outer half. Good pitch overall from Jacob Petrin. And he's been doing a pretty good job here since he came in relief in the 5th.
Fouled back.
In the 4th, excuse me.
1-2. The umpire likes that outside corner on righties, inside part of the plate on lefties. And he does not have that big. I think his strike zone is pretty reasonable for high school baseball. And here's the 1-2 is popped up. This is going to be a tough play.
He has room.
And it's dropped, and it's in foul territory. It kind of started tailing back into the field. And we'll do it again. It's kind of tough, those pop-ups in foul territory, because when you're not familiar with the field, you don't really know where the fence is and where it isn't. There's a big warning track, and it ended up looking like it would have landed in the warning track.
And especially as the wind is blowing northwest, kind of towards our scoreboard, presented by FairfieldStags.com.
Ball's grounded to third, the first. And that's going to be an out to the end of the inning. And we're going to go to the top of the 6th here. We'll be back.
We have reached the top of the 6th inning. It is the last hitter in Maurice Kearney. Here, he's the one that made the error last inning but recovered from it. So, the yellow from Dockwell. Fouled off.
Count is 0-1 as we start off the top of the 6th.
Pretty defensive swing there, don't you think?
I think so. As Kearney, the bottom of the order, coming to the plate. And there's a slapped to second.
Glove
Diving
by
play,
Ventrell.
to first, safe. What a diving play, but unfortunately, it was too close of a play. And Kearney is safe at first, and that'll be an infield hit.
Here, Ventrell gloves it. You can see there in the replay. What a glove by Ventrell.
We don't have a replay, though, sadly, for this. Anyway.
Whatever.
Now, the top of the order here, Petrin, the shortstop, pitcher now. And Dockwell is going to throw it to first.
Move.
Nice pickoff move. It was.
Lefties always got that deceptive pickoff move. You don't know if they're going to throw it over or throw it home, but good move by Dockwell there. But unfortunately, Kearney able to stay on, and looks like Dockwell's going to reset here.
Kearney takes the lead. Duckwell comes set. Here's the pitch to Petrin. Breaking ball for a strike.
Good
0-1.
pitch there.
That was a nice pitch. You
Good
can see the movement. I mean, it is some good movement there.
Good little change up on the outer half.
Kearney
Get me over change up.
leading.
This
And that's
one's a
going to be
slider
lined
that's
into
gonna
the
be
gap.
pieced.
That is going to get down for a hit. That's possibly a double. And that is a double. Will it score Kearney? He rounds third, headed home. He will score. And it is now 7-9. Now the Cardinals are 2 runs down. And that was
one
a
man on,
beautiful
too.
double.
Can't forget about that. You got a man on second with nobody out. This is a very competitive baseball game. Both teams have 10 hits, but the Jesuits up by 2. Let's hope to keep it that way with Gosling, the right fielder, coming up to the plate for his 4th at-bat.
Now we have a lefty-lefty matchup here. And this is going to be a little dangerous. Got a speedy shortstop pitcher at second. And we got a lefty-lefty matchup here. Here's the delivery. And that's a kind of a check swing foul into the parking lot.
Will it hit a car?
And it will hit a
Oh.
car, and we've got a dented Honda. So there we go. The first hot car hit of the game. And that'll also be a strike. The 0-1 pitch, and that's pulled into out of play, popped up first base side.
Onto the lacrosse field, as there will be a game at 7.
Two
Make your way to
strikes.
the lacrosse game
At Rafferty.
in 55 minutes. Pull up to the game, support your boys.
Hopefully no one warming up for lacrosse got hit either. Well, here's the 0-2.
The 0-2 from Dockwell.
Swing and a foul tip. Stays alive as Polizzi could not hold on to that one. As Gosselin takes a hack at that.
Gosling staying alive here with 2 strikes.
Dalco comes set, checks the runner. Here's the pitch. Swinging a line drive off his glove to first, and we will head to the. I'm sorry. I don't know what I'm saying. That is out number 1. I am not in this world right now.
Dude.
Out number 1. My head was somewhere else. Coming up to the plate, number 24, Cole Miller. Now taking over the play-by-play is Cole.
Cole Miller pops one up right towards us. I'm going to try to make a catch on it, but I can't get it.
It hits the top of the screen. Wow, that's impressive. That's impressive.
I have never seen that before, and I've been here for more than 3 years. That's a great job there.
You know what? I've been here for the first time behind the screen for a full game today, and that's the first time I've seen that too.
So Dockwell misses down. It's 1-1. Man on third with 1 gone here in the top of the 6th inning. And Dockwell's delivery is skied over to right, but foul. Going back into Rafferty's hitting for the lacrosse game. You can hear the hype-up music coming on as it's just under 50 minutes away. And we are excited to get that game going right after this game.
We're lucky enough to stream both the lacrosse game and the baseball game this evening. Unfortunately, we're not able to get a camera out there in center field, but we're doing the best we can here today.
So the 1-2, he got him. Strike 3, Finn Dockwell with the backdoor breaking ball, and that's 2 gone here in the top of the 6th inning.
Now batting number 11, Damian Manziel.
Beautiful strikeout there. That
What
umpire.
a pitch by Finian Dockwell.
It's known now. We've already been in 6 innings
that
now.
outer half to righties, that inner half to lefties. You've been saying it all game. Everett Carrilla foot on the cover by play.
Hey, he rung him up, and you know what? Beautiful pitch.
Great pitch
Beautiful
there
pitch.
by Dockwell, but on comes Manzitos. The 4-hitter Manzitos, the 3rd baseman. He's had a pretty good day so far, and we'll see what he can do here with a man on 3rd. Petrin, speedy man. 2 gone. Petrin takes his lead, and that is a ball just missing outside. Good frame by Polizzi. Good spot by Dockwell. So 2-0 here with 2 gone in the top of the 6th inning. Petrin takes his lead. Got it. Strike 1. There's a spider on my desk. I flicked it onto a fan. And that is now it'll make it a 2-1 count. The pitch on its way. Foul tip. Caught by Polizzi. So it's 2-2 here with 2 gone.
Where's this kid going?
Counts even.
Where is this kid
Kid
going?
thought it was the end of the inning.
Number 28 just started taking the field. You know what?
Clearly his head is not into the game. It's
Just
in the
like
wrong
me.
places.
If I were the coach, he would be benched.
Petrin takes his very aggressive
Unbelievable.
lead. The 2-2 is chopped and foul. Jack Nolan's played good defensively as he gives a good effort on that foul ball here. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs. Man on third which is Petrin. Manzitos is at the dish. The pitch from Dockwell. He grunts, but misses. Payoff pitch incoming. Sorry for the music, guys. A little bit of technical difficulty. Ground ball to third. Nolan gloves it. Throws to first. He got him. End of the inning. Dockwell shuts the door. We go to the bottom of the 6th inning, and we'll see what will happen here. We are back here. It is the bottom of the 6th inning. Bottom of the 6th inning here. We got Steve Polizzi leading off, and then we got Sean O'Neill and Cooper Rotundo. All very dangerous hitters leading off here for the Jesuits here in the bottom of the 6th, hoping to put on some insurance, some Geico insurance upcoming. Yeah, this has been a beautiful day. Temperatures dropping a little bit, just below 65 degrees. And we have some action in the Jesuits bullpen. I believe that is Griffin Fisher.
Perfect weather for baseball. Not too hot, not too cold at all. Nice little breeze and sunny.
I agree with
Perfect
that.
weather.
It is literally perfect baseball. So we got Steve Polizzi at the dish, the 0-0 count, and we got the same pitcher on the bump. It is Petrin. He's been throwing some flames already. The 0-0. Skied into right field. That is a high fly ball, and that will be caught by number 27, Johnny Gosling.
Ball was hit very high, kind of middle right field, and it was it was a lot of time for him.
A lot of time to get that baseball, but he got it done.
5-mile-per-hour winds with about 15-mile-per-hour gusts. Not too bad, huh? But the
Blowing
wind does come
still
into a factor.
northwest toward our FairfieldStacks.com scoreboard.
Does that wind come into a factor, as we saw, like in the foul territory?
Absolutely. You know, it does blow back, especially in foul territory. We've had some issues already with the catchers trying to catch the foul balls, but not too much of a factor.
But in
And
left,
that's going to be 2-0 on Sean O'Neill.
in left, that the kind of bloop with the shortstop and left fielder coming on, that was more of confusion than
That was
anything else.
that was a little miscommunication on that play. So it's 2-0 on Sean O'Neill, and the pitch from Petrin is a strike 1 called right down the middle.
I'm not sure if he's kind of unhappy with himself or the umpire there. I'm not really sure.
Not really sure there, but probably not looking to swing at that pitch. The 2-1 is a strike on the outside corner, strike 2.
And you know what? That's been called all day.
So Petrin has done a pretty good job of battling back as Sean O'Neill strides up to the plate. 2-2. Foul back, good piece. Good little foul ball to keep him alive. A little big league hang with him. So it's 2-2 on Sean O'Neill. Petrin, the pitcher, he's been doing a pretty good job here for the past two and a third innings. And we'll see if he can continue that. Ball 3 upstairs. So a good job by Sean O'Neill from laying off that high fastball. Looks like the Jesuits have done a pretty good job of that all day. Really, the problem is just the defensive errors that have really costed them so far. 4 of them today.
And the pass balls.
The 3-2 is going to be a base hit. Center field. O'Neill stays hot. He's got 3 hits today. And a great job by Sean O'Neill.
And every one of those hits has been hit hard.
Every one of those hits has been hit hard indeed. And that strides up Cooper Rotundo with 1 gone and 1 on to face Petrin.
Number 18, shortstop, Cooper Rotundo.
So with O'Neill on, that brings some speed into factor. Try to get some insurance coming. And that ball is a fastball inside. Not a bad miss, but a little bit too far inside for Cooper to offer at it. Cooper has a brother in the major leagues. His name is Chris Rotundo in the Cardinals organization, and he's been tearing it up lately. Went to Villanova, went to Fairfield Prep just a few years back, and Cooper looking to follow in his footsteps. And the hit and run does not work as it's fouled back. So it is 1-1 on Rotundo with 1 gone and 1 on here in the bottom of the 6th inning.
Big hack there, but foul tip. And you can tell he really wants to do something here. He wants to help his team out.
He does want to help his team out. He does want to try to get some insurance runs coming in. Some Geico or some Aflac or something coming.
State Farm.
State Farm's
Who
good
knows?
insurance.
No.
I got USAA personally.
Or Farmers Insurance, too.
My my grandpa served in the Korean War, Navy.
Well, tell him I said thank you for his service.
I will. So the 1-1, there's a little pickoff attempt and a timeout called. So a little bit of an intermission, but the 1-1 offering is on its way from Petrin. And it's ball 2. The cutter missed outside.
Just a bit outside.
Had some cut action to it. O'Neill takes his lead. Rotundo ahead of the count, 2-1. The pitcher, Petrin. O'Neill goes. That one is popped high into the air. Left fielder giving chase, and he will make the catch. That is Kearney.
Had room.
Did have room along that fence right there. The warning track probably helped him out. The big warning track of Fairfield U.
He did. He looked comfortable. It looks about like 10 to 15 feet of a warning track. It's a very forgiving warning track. You'll know when you're there. You'll know the fence is close.
So we got Jack Nolan, the freshman, striding up here with 2 gone in the bottom of the 6th inning to try to add some insurance. The pitch from Petrin is strike 1 called in the outside corner.
Up and away, that one. And the umpire seems to like everything away, pretty much.
Everything's been consistent, though. That is what we like from umpires.
That is true, especially high school umpires.
It has been consistent, and that's what we like to see. Swing and a miss on that 2-seamer. So it's 0-2 on Jack Nolan, and we'll see if he can add a little bit more damage and add more runs to the scoreboard for the 7th. Runner from O'Neill, and he's going to slide in there safely, a stolen base. That is his 3rd attempt.
Prep has been getting a lot of good jumps today.
Amen
with
to
2,
that.
Ventrelli with 2, now him. Very nice. They're doing a good job with stealing the bases. They're being very aggressive on the base path.
They are being aggressive on the base path, and that has led to some good hits and opportunities that we've granted runs for. So the 1-2 offering is ball 2 upstairs. So Jack Nolan's worked back at the count even. So it's 2-2 in the bottom of the 6th inning. I'm getting a phone call.
And you're not answering because you're commentating.
And then it is a rando. The pickoff attempt goes into center field.
And he has no clue. No clue.
I'm not
He
sure what was going on there.
not
There was a
paying
little
attention.
miscommunication between the middle infielders and the pitchers, Petrin. But overall, everything stays the same. 2-2, 2 outs, man on second.
The Cardinals caught a break there because if he was paying attention,
He could have got home.
he could have gotten.
He could have scored.
Maybe. I mean, I don't know. If his head was up, he was paying attention. He could have taken advantage.
Swing and a miss. Drop third opportunity is thrown on to first, and they do get the out. But the Judgment's got a chance to close this one out. It is 9-7. We go to the top of the 7th inning. So the Judgments take the field here in the top of the 7th inning. Looking to close things out, we have a pitching change. It is senior and captain Griffin Fisher. Here, he's done a really good job pounding the zone. He has a 0 ERA this year. Yes, I'm reading that right. Lowest ERA on the team. He has a 0 ERA. He's been absolutely balling as of late. Really pounding the zone. That's what he does best, and that's why Coach Rudy Moritz loves him. Doesn't throw super hard, probably upper 70s, low 80s, but he does a really good job of pounding the zone and getting hitters retired, and he just does a really good job of that, looking like awesome like that. Also, defensively, looks like we might have a change behind the dish. We do. It is Evan Scheffler coming in as Steve Palizzi moves to first to replace Fisher. So overall, some defensive adjustments have been made. Outside of that, Fisher on the bump, Scheffler behind the dish, and Steve manning things down at first base. A few more warm-up pitches from Griffin Fisher underway, and we'll get ready for the top of the 7th inning. Fisher's last few warm-up pitches
Now playing first base.
have almost concluded.
Now catching 11, Evan Scheffler.
So we'll see if the Judgments can hang on against the team from Massachusetts, excuse me. We got a car honking their horn like a moron. I'm not sure what's going on there.
They're just being college idiots.
They are indeed. So we got something going on here. Looks like the lacrosse game is almost on its way. Right after this game, if you want to tune in at judgmentpride.com. And you can look up the Fairfield Prep Judgment Varsity Lacrosse team and see how they're doing. They're very well. I think they're number 8 in the nation, if I believe that is correct.
You can also go to Fairfield Prep YouTube channel, go into the live section where you can watch this game as well as the lacrosse game.
Amen to that, brother. Amen to that.
The Cardinals in the top of the 7th.
So a little mound visit to begin. Hopefully to make sure everyone's on the same page defensively, and we'll see what we can do here in the top of the 7th inning with Griffin Fisher, the man with all the command. Is all I like to call it. So Fisher's 0-0 delivery is a foul ball. That will be onto the road, almost hitting a car. Car's getting lucky today, Everett.
They really are. Only one Honda has been, I've been keeping track of this. Been very on top of this, and only Honda has been hit in the hood by a bouncing
catcher
ball.
Nick Burns takes ball 1. So it is 1-1 on Nick Burns, and he looks to lead things off here for the St. Francis Cardinals. Pope Francis Cardinals, excuse me. The 1-1 delivery from Fisher.
It's a foul ball. No.
Wow, he said he offered to that.
Not really sure what's going on there.
Not the best call I've ever seen, but a call indeed. So it is 1-2 on Burns. Griffin Fisher looking to pound his zone and get out number 1, and he takes a little visit with the third base coach and the head coach of Pope Francis here, and then the Cardinals looking to stay alive here against the Jesuits. Very offensive game. 11 hits for us, 10 hits for the Cardinals, 21 total, 6 defensive errors, along with 9 defensive mistakes, including pass balls. Blocked by Scheffler, so it is 2-2 count even.
You know, they say don't use your head to catch the ball, but hey, it works sometimes. Block.
Sometimes it does work to block the balls. So it's 2-2 on Burns. Umpire tosses that toward the varsity dugout of Fairfield Prep. So 2-2 offering. Fisher almost strikes him out.
That was close.
Pitch a little bit down.
Close.
That was very close. I want him to get that strikeout there. I think everyone did. Hey, shout out to Nicholas Armbitowski for doing all the scoreboard and all the productions. And ball 4, he walked him. So Fisher's command lacking a little bit there as he had him down 1-2. And it looks like Lanzalotti is on his way to the bullpen.
Scheffler calls time, and the infield is going to converge onto the mound.
So this gives time for Andrew Lanzalotti, number 3, to really get things going. He throws hard as bees. He pulls down over 90 miles an hour. He throws over 86 miles an hour. He has a wicked slider to him as well. Andrew Lanzalotti's been doing a really good job this year. But we will be right back in 30 seconds. So we are back from the mound visit. 1 on and nobody out for Griffin Fisher. Brings the tying run to the dish. Pickoff attempt as he's back in there. That is Burns. So Anthony Ardolino is back here in the dish. He's had himself a pretty good offensive day. Wouldn't you say, Mr. Corilla Foot?
I'd say so, too. And you know what? He's been patient. He hasn't been chasing anything. And he's been taking advantage of those strikes that do come along.
So we have some action here in the bullpen. Andrew Lanzalotti getting loose as quick as he possibly can. And Finian Dockwell is also in there, maybe giving him some pep talks. Make himself lock in. This ball's grounded to short. Could be 2.
Double play
no
ball.
one botches it. But he has to throw to first, and he gets the out. What a play by Jack Nolan to make sure that he got at least 1. So unfortunately, he could not get 2 or the lead runner, but he did ensure that he got 1 out there, which is huge and a big play here for the Judge was getting that first out.
Kind of botched the field, but you know what? He recovered quickly and made the out at first. Well done.
So we got Giovanni Manzi, who started this game pitching and ended up finishing this game as the designated hitter here, but it is the top of the 7th with 1 gone. If you're just joining us, my name is Colby Wintel, along with Eric Carilla Foot and Nicholas Armatowski here with the production team as the Judgments are up 9-7 on Pope Francis, and that is a swing and a miss for strike 1. So Fisher ahead of the count here, 0-1. Lanzalotti still getting loose here, looking good in the bullpen, and it is 0-1 on Manzi. Skied into center field. Lombardo giving chase. He calls it, and he makes the play. No tag or attempt from the catcher, Burns, who is on second, and that brings the second out.
It's been a little quiet there in left field for Sackinger. Hasn't had any action today, but
hasn't had much action, but he's had a few opportunities.
He has.
And it appears that Brady Balint, center fielder, athletic man, is coming up to the dish. Here with 2 gone, trying to keep the hopes alive for Pope Francis and trying to see what he can do here with 2 gone against Griffin Fisher. 0-0 delivery is taken for a ball.
Just low.
Not sure where that missed, but
not really sure.
It is a ball, and it is 1-0 here against Balint. He's done a pretty good job offensively. I think he's 2 for 4. The 1-0 is chopped to third. Nolan on the first. And he got him. What a stretch by Steve to get him. And the Fairfield Prep Jesuits beat the visiting Pope Francis Cardinals 9-7. 11 hits, 4 errors here by the Jesuits. And that is a big win here. Here we are on a I believe, 3 or 4 game win streak. We're making a
This
comeback.
is now a 4-game win streak. now.
4-game win streak here for the Jesuits. Teams shake hands. And that retires the side, and that retires the game. So on behalf of Fairfield Prep, on behalf of Fairfield University, I'd like to thank you here. I am Colby Lintel along with Eric Krillfoot and Nicholas Armatowski. We say good night.